Hey everybody, it's Ronn Grant, and you're watching Just for the Record. Stay tuned, you're watching 284 Media.
That's some great ideas. So we gonna have some lobster? Hello?
Wait, you had a lunch again? You don't say you were sick? What happened to our wedding rehearsal?
No, babe. I'm actually watching the news right now. Take a listen.
Topping our newscast today, UFOs seen around Tortola Pier Park.
And District 3 residents outraged over no water supply. They simply cannot bathe. These and more stories when 284 News returns.
All right, babe, just get some rest, take 2 Advil, and I'll
See you later. Bye.
Okay, honey. I see you later. I love you.
It's clear to see that Coconut Lounge is a place to be, the coolest cocktail lounge in the British Virgin Islands. A lounge like no other, with welcoming, professional service, and a breathtaking ambiance. Not forgetting a diverse selection of wines, beers, and signature cocktails. Cozy, comfortable, contemporary. Coconut Lounge at Tortola Pier Park. Visit us today. Apostle Curnal Fahie, welcome to Just for the Record.
Good morning, Ron. It's good to be here.
You are a father,
Yes.
husband, son of the soil,
Yes.
community-oriented. Persons know you from persons in the 7th and the 8th district are more familiar with you. And you
Yes.
are also a preacher by profession.
Yes.
Okay? There are many persons who feel as though persons of religion have no call in politics. Why politics? Why get involved?
Why politics? Why get involved? Politics is the internal, how a government runs its internal and external affair. And the church needs to be in politics. In fact, I was sharing with our church the other day that the word ecclesia, which is church that we use, is actually a political assembly of a body of people from a country, nation, a kingdom, and how they would run that country, nation. So in the time in Corinthians, when the people started calling us Christians and started talking about the church, it was that the body of believers had such political power and they were affecting Rome. And that's why they martyred the disciples. That's why they martyred the apostles, because the church had so much power. And when God sent us out, he told us to go ahead and occupy. That word occupy means not to go ahead and just war. It means to conquer, take over, have dominion. And God did from the beginning tell Adam to have dominion. Okay. So the church is supposed to be in every realm. However, the church for too long have sat down and we've allowed everything to happen. I remember when I was growing up, they told us we can go be doctors and lawyers and teachers, but they told us to stay out of politics, that's bad. Stay off of the TV, that's bad. Because I don't know if you remember, but when I was growing up, the TV was the devil's box. And when the internet came out, it was the devil's highway.
Right.
But the church has to go into every realm, including politics. And what is bad with good people being in politics? The Bible did say when the righteous are in power, the people will have peace and prosperity.
Okay. Now, some persons might also think, oh, he's going into politics. Does that mean he's going to stop preaching?
Of course not. Absolutely not. The truth is, our church was never built around me. I built the church around the Lord Jesus Christ. We have 9 full-time staff, including myself, and we have a 40-person strong ministry team that are trained to preach, teach, cast out demons, and minister at whatever level. So I have been traveling. Actually, I also administer for my overseer a large organization, a network of churches in England, Canada, the US, throughout the Caribbean, all the way to Guyana and Suriname and Africa. So I'm the administrator of that network. So I am always traveling, always busy. And when I travel, I never worry if the church is going to fall apart or break down, because it belongs to God.
There's a structure already in place.
Yes. I remember one time we went to Kenya for 6 weeks and some pastor friends say, aren't you scared of somebody take over your church and they destroy? I said, well, you know what? The church is people and the people belong to God. If he wants to let somebody to destroy it, it's his church.
Right.
Those are his people.
You're not leaving the church.
I am
You're
not leaving. I am just expanding my base.
All right. Over the years, there have been a lot of laws by the UK that are essentially putting a stronghold on the Virgin Islands and our financial services industry, as well as other industries. What are your plans, if elected, to kind of lead the territory, along with your team, of course, into a more prosperous financial future?
But the truth is, our team has a business plan, which is actually a contract with the people. It has checks and balances for them to see if we do everything that we promised and by what date and those different things. So actually, within our business plan, our contract with the people, these things are then listed. So right now, I don't want to jump in and share about different stuff, but we have sat around the table, we have conversed, we have talked, and we truly are looking at securing the future generationally for our community, for our entire territory. So there is a plan, there is a plan in place, and we are actually launching we have actually a first open rally tonight in District 5, and some of the plan will be shared in, and soon it will be out for everyone to read. But we do have a plan that we are sharing and talking about, and it's an exciting plan.
Okay, all right. Why should the people of the territory vote for you and your team? Because you're a part of an at-large team. Why should they support you?
Why should the people vote for me and the team? I think they should vote for me and my team because they want caring, trustworthy leadership. In this time, we have just so much stuff in the air, so much stuff happening, so much stuff going on. And for me, PVIM was the team of all the teams that I looked at, was the team that I felt most comfortable with, felt that they had the same core values. It's a team that, to me, that if we get in, that we can truly make a change and secure the destiny of our territory. So for me, I was sharing with someone, they would say, okay, Apostle, I'm going to vote for you. I'm not going to vote for your team. I say, if you vote for me and not for the team, if I get elected, and I will, then I will have limited power to bring change and do certain stuff. It is then necessary for you not only to vote for me and the team, and if you know me and trust me, then to know that I will not connect with a body of people, if you know me as well as you say you know me, that will then do stuff contrary. And if you know me, you know that I will stand up against it. Anybody who knows me, they say my mouth is hot. It really is not.
Okay. When you think of words like accountability, transparency, honesty, these are words that are somewhat thrown around these days. What do these words mean to you, one, and how have you exemplified or lived these words within the past years?
So I can use accountability in my marriage, and I'll use it with my overseer. In my marriage, when I travel, my wife always knows where I am. For example, I left home today. When I got here, I text, I said, babes, I arrived. She always knows where I am because we're married. I'm accountable to her. My overseer covers me. He's my oversight. So anytime I'm traveling or doing anything, like in election, before I made a decision, I shared with them, I'm going to pray. Before I did anything, I spoke to my overseer, or general overseer in New York, and my regional overseer in St. Thomas, and let them know what was going on because I'm accountable to them. I am not an island by myself. So I share with them what is happening. So I'm accountable to them. With transparency, I'm a very open person. So people will know that if they listen to our radio program during the week on the various radio stations, Transforming Tomorrow Today, I'm very open about my testimony. I was not always saved, ran around, did foolish things, did stuff that I shouldn't have done. So I'm very transparent about that. And those things, again, are very, very important, because then people, when I was growing up, I thought some pastors they were just so perfect. That's how they presented themselves. So to me, it seems like I couldn't even match up. I could never be saved because the way they preach, like, you live so holy, so righteous, I was like, I could never match up God.
Okay.
So for me, and then it made me stay out of church. I always seemed like I could never achieve a good relationship with the Lord.
Right.
But after I got saved in 1995 and I started studying the word for myself, before I went to church, went to Sunday school, but I just listened to everything. But when I was like, I just said, God, you need to take me back. I just threw myself at him and I started studying. I realized I can't have a relationship with God. And the only way for me to help other people is to tell them where I was. And if he brought me from there, and he's been such a good father, if he's no respecter of person, that he can do the same for you. So for me, then sharing and being transparent and being open helps everybody. So that is how I live. That's my day-to-day life.
What are you most proud of?
Oh, what am I most proud of? I like multiple things, but I'll share this one. People normally, if they talk to me, I'll say, I'm a proud 7th-generation BVI lander. It's not being pompous, but I know
Proud 7 Virgin Island.
7th-generational.
7th-generational.
Virgin Island. I can track me back to the 17th century in the BVI. We have a genealogy book. But when I say that, I know that my ancestors were slaves, that they were captured in, some of them were captured in Africa and brought to slaves here. But they came out of Africa as kings and queens. Some of the ancestries out of Europe, the Toma section of me, that they call them Thomases in the community, is actually out of Spain. That Spanish section is Caucasian Spanish mixed with Black. And then the skeleton, let's some crab side of me is out of England. They're Quakers.
That's a whole lot.
There's a lot. I'm all mixed up. I came to the islands to preach the gospel. So for me, when I talk about that, I know I'm standing on the shoulder of my forefather.
Family lineage, strong family lineage.
I'm standing on their shoulders. They work so hard to prepare. I was able to go in. After that, I always talk about my accomplishment in education. Because, I grew up, my mother had 6 of us. Our fathers didn't look after us. I'm the oldest child. It was really hard and tough. And I saw education as my way out. My mother always taught me, what you have here, nobody can take out. She used to always tell us, reach for the stars, and reach for the moon. And if you miss it, you get to the star.
So that brings me to this. the role, it sounds like the village, and we've heard the term of it takes a village to raise a child, and for some reason it seems to have swayed. But what you're describing seems to me as a village that raised you. What role did that village play in the man you become?
Oh, my village, again, my major village first was my mother, my mother's sisters and brothers, and the larger community, my grandmother, my grandfather also. In my village growing up, if I did something wrong, they would stop. They'll Hank, that's my nickname. They'll say, Hank, your mother would not be proud of your grandfather, this, that, and they would hold me and beat me.
All right.
And I better not talk back. I better not be disrespectful. And before I get home sometime, don't even know how they've got the news. My mother would know, my grandfather would know. And even sometimes I had uncles away, they would come home sometime once a year.
Okay.
Somebody would tell them, and all of the thing happened 12 months ago, 8 months. I was still get beat. Hank, we heard you did.
All right.
And they helped to shape and mold me. Again, the generation. So when I talk about that and I talk about my education, I'm not just bragging because I'm a 7th generation baby Islander. I'm thanking God that in spite of the fact that all this stuff happened and they end up being slaves, because of the legacy and the foundation, the hard work and pushing us, that I am here and I can be whoever I want to be in the BVI. So for that, I'm so proud. And of my community, 7th and 8th district really played a major role. And for me, when I go out, I tell people, if it comes down to a choice between your name and money, keep your name. Because if you go ahead and take money to do wrongdoing, if you take the money and lose your name, you might never be able to regain your name.
Ladies and gentlemen, just for the record, we'll be right back with Apostle Curnal Fahie. Is business slow, cash flow down, hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works. Apostle, I'm going to list out 3 short phrases for you. And all I simply want from you is a yes or no. These are very strong issues that are plaguing our community. And if elected and you're a leader, when you go in the House of Assembly, I'm sure you're familiar with the Speaker of the House saying all the ayes, all the no. She doesn't say all the maybes or all the in-betweens. It's either yes or no. All right? Legalization or decriminalization of marijuana?
No.
Legalization of gay marriage?
No.
Legalization of abortion?
No.
All right. Thank you, sir. Now, on to a few impromptu questions. What I like to call, I bet they didn't know. I'd like you to tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. All right. Celebrity crush or childhood celebrity crush, if you had one.
Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson. A secret talent.
I sing.
You sing. Guilty pleasure.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. All right. A luxury you can't live without.
A luxury I can't live without. I can live without anything, so I'm trying to think.
Maybe you don't have one. All right. Characteristic you value most in people.
Love and trustworthiness.
All right. Someone from VI history yesteryear that if you could take them to lunch, who would it be?
I would take Honorable Liberty Stout because for me, he did so much.
Nice choice.
And I would want to ask him. He was a visionary to me.
Very nice choice. Very nice choice. What's your favorite food?
I'm a fungi and fish with mayonnaise sauce.
All right. Apostle Fahie, thank you so much. Just for the record.
Thank you so much. Bless you.
When you need to stay connected with friends and families at home or abroad, the best choice for you is Freedom. CCT Freedom. With the lowest rates in the market, our Freedom plan gives you unlimited calls and texting. Plus, our Freedom One package includes 10 gigabits of super fast, unlimited LTE data and unlimited calls to the BVI, USA, USVI, Canada, Puerto Rico, and UK lines. Why pay for overages when you can enjoy CCT Freedom? Stop by at one of our stores today and speak with one of our representatives to find out more about our CCT Freedom packages.